Yo, what's up? What's up? I'm so sorry. We've been gone. We've been tripping. I'm so sorry. We are back. We're back. Want to pop up on y'all. It's your guy Tyrone, aka Mr. Chocolate, and I got the big homie Black Pearl. What's going on with you, madam?
Hey, stranger. How are you?
Sore eyes. And we got the doctor. I said the doctor's in the house. Dr. Roy Rain. What's going on, madam?
Hey, everything is good over here.
Okay, just had to pop up, man. You know, hey, so it's that time of year. It's spring. Starting to get warm.
Mm-hmm.
You know, the kids in the school, they trying to.
It's hot.
The kids
for real.
trying to
we
come
were
back
86.
to class. Yeah, it's going straight to summer. I don't know what happened. All right,
it's skin weather. Skin's coming out.
Yeah, kids in the school trying to come to school half naked, and everybody going to the office. You know, getting dress coded, fussing everybody out. It's that time of year. I was like, oh shoot, it's that time. Yeah, it's almost over now. When I see them going to the front office in the morning, I'm like, oh yeah, we almost at that point. You know,
30 more days. So, we gonna count down.
You counting down? You sound like my daughter. She woke up today. She was like, I don't want to go to work. I said, what happened? She's like, 29.
See, trying to tell you.
Hey, let me tell you something, boy. I seen some kids about to get in a fight. Mm-hmm. I was gonna take a dive. I was creeping on over there. I was gonna catch me a quick elbow and pass out, get some workers' comp, and be out of there. It was gonna be no more days for me. But they
my eye can't see.
I was like, oh God, they got me. Oh, send me to the hospital, please.
Oh my Lord.
Yeah.
And so, what's the age range you work with?
Oh, I'm in middle school. I'm in the trenches. I'm in the
live your life right. Oh my God.
She heard middle school. She jumped. Look.
Right. I was like, live your life right.
Heard it. She heard middle school. Oh my God.
She just jumped.
It's like that too.
Like the kids were standing next to her.
Sometimes I'll be jumping like, oh, what's going on in here?
Wait. Who did it? Was it Mr. Royal Rain?
The small one.
It was Mini Royal. Okay.
You good, Dr. Royal Rain? You good?
Yeah.
Blink if you need. We'll call them people for you.
Blink twice if you need help.
You should say banana.
Call the people for you now.
Say banana. We just not even going to pineapples.
No, banana.
Now pineapples are swingers, ain't it? Ain't that swingers?
Yeah, didn't it? Oh, I actually saw that. Yeah, like pineapples represent swinging now.
Not that I know.
Now, I mean, you saying not that you swinging? No,
me and Miss Sharpe don't get down like that, but I read and be on the internet, so that's why I want nobody assuming. Oh, he on the internet,
right? Then we're gonna start getting DMs for the experience.
Don't DM me. One is all I can take. You know,
what goes good with chocolate, s'mores, marshmallows.
Heck no, nah, man. But yo, so there's been a lot going on, man. There's been a lot going on in the headlines and stuff. I got transition out of that one.
Yeah, clearly we've been gone too long. Jeez.
Transition out of that one, boy.
Abort.
You
know that meme with Jay-Z where he's like, that's what
Hey, what's up with them headlines? These headlines? What them Yankees doing? What about them Yankees?
Wait, go ahead. Slide on out. Go ahead.
Nah, but I know everybody was calling me. I guess because I coach football and stuff, and they were like, they're like, yo, what's going on with this draft? What's going on with Shador and all that? And then, so let me pop it up here real quick. So I'm letting people see what we're talking about here. So if you don't watch sports, this is Shador Sanders, the son of the legendary Deion Sanders. And so he was supposed to be like a highly rated quarterback. I watch a lot of the games. I don't know if y'all watch football like that, but
I watch football, but we probably don't watch it the same way. But go ahead.
Oh, you be looking at tight ends and stuff.
Why?
I just know.
I like to watch football, but you're probably more of an advocate across the board.
You know what?
So I'm gonna slide out of this one too. Hold on.
You know what? I'm gonna apologize, Black Pearl. I stereotyped you in the wrong way.
Bad.
Bad. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to do you like that.
It's okay. It's all right.
Hey, I don't know. Trump's
because
the president.
You missed being on.
Trump's the president.
It's affecting the brain. I got you.
It's just,
I got you. Go ahead. But
anyway, so he's a great quarterback. I thought he was a great quarterback. I watched some of the games. I watched some of the throws he made. A terrible O-line. They were getting him killed the time he played. And
but he did. He did his thing though.
Yeah, he did his thing. Yeah. And so come draft time, he didn't get drafted in the first round, and everybody was like, "What's going on? Why is he not getting drafted?" So and this is one of those topics to me that is like so many different agendas and so many different things going on that I just kind of be sitting back and I have different thoughts on it. I don't know, but did y'all follow it all?
Yes.
I know. Yeah. My family was watching the draft thing, the draft, so I know where he ended up falling and all of that, and yeah.
So you had some people said it was like a racial thing. They were like, it's a racial thing. They were like, he was too confident, and they don't like black men being confident. And I think it's a little truth in that. I don't think it's the totality of it, but I think there's a little element of that. And then some people said that he was just he didn't interview well. Like he came in saying that he was like a legend, and teams were scared that he was gonna be a cancer in the locker room, which I think that was BS because he was a good teammate everywhere he's been. He talked to his former teammates. They always said they loved him and stuff. But and then there's the business side. Business side I can understand too, because his dad, Deion, he was telling people, that he don't want him to go there because the organization sucks and he needs to go, or he wants him to go. So on that side, I think they messed up. I think that was an error, but I don't know. And then on the other end, man, I do believe that in the confidence thing, I like a confident quarterback. I do think that like for our athletes to be a little bit more, they're used to the like, oh my God, I'm from the hood. I'm so happy to be here. I want to buy my mama a house. They love the struggle story, and he had no struggle story.
Right.
He came in good. I think for some people, it irritates them. I don't know. What do you guys think?
I do think there's probably a double standard in the whole process, period. I do think he had excellent skills, but I think they were just more worried who he was connected to than the skills that he's bringing to the table. It just almost felt like a payback to his dad more than paying attention to an up-and-coming young man that has good skill, who's proven that it's not the come-up, that he actually has the skill. That's just me. I know it's supposed to be about him, but I really think it was about his dad, unfortunately.
It's interesting. My response is very short. Simply, I look at it from the business side. If he came in and was drafted out the gate in the first draft pick, then they would have had to pay him top dollar. So to wait and wait and wait and finally pick him in the 5th draft, minimize the contractual element of it, which is still a slap in the face. But it's and I think you said it, Tyrone, like it's a motive behind everything. So there definitely is some sort of agenda. The question is, which machine is actually driving the agenda?
Yeah. I mean, the NFL is definitely one of those leagues that they keep more control over players than like the
Correct.
NBA is a little bit different. That they got a little bit more autonomy and stuff. But NFL is more just even going back to like Colin Kaepernick, like they like shut it down. They like shut stuff. You know, they don't like that kindness, and and then it's a certain segment of our population that just they've never really like confident black athletes like that. Even going way back to like I'm a history guy, like Jack Johnson, the first black heavyweight champion, who was like cocky and dated white women and drove fancy cars and was unapologetic, rode around the South like just like putting it in their face. And like they had a whole campaign of finding a great white hype. That's where that came from. To get somebody to try to beat him and humble him, and he still smacked him and put him down. And he was hated. They didn't like Muhammad Ali. People always talk good about him now once he got sick and he was older. But you talk to older people, man, when he was fighting and he was in the middle of doing what he was doing, they ain't like Muhammad Ali. They couldn't stand him. He was he was cocky. They never really liked that. So, that was kind of against him, I think. And then the business, I think Deion overplayed his hand a little bit with the business. But with all that being said, he got drafted. So now you just got a ball. You got a ball, get in there. And if you can ball, you can ball. Some of the greatest quarterbacks were drafted. Tom Brady was in the 6th round. So you get in there and you can play, then you can play. All right. So really at this point, it's a moot point, and there's a campaign because he lost millions of dollars. Now, like the first round is like 40-something million, $30 million. And like where he's at, he's going to maybe make like $4 million. So there's a campaign.
Right.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, seriously. That's what it is.
But, so there's a campaign to buy from his website and not the NFL website, so he can get so he can get paid. I saw that, So I don't know.
What's the difference with the site? I'm really asking. What's the difference?
So again, like he's pretty business savvy. He's got his own website and like his own like merchandise with jerseys and stuff on there. That goes to him. And so it's a big push for that. I don't know about big push. I saw it online. Right. I don't know if it's Target big, but my daughter, my daughter wouldn't let me go to Target today. I picked her up from school to get something from the store, and Target was like closer to the house. So I'm driving to Target. She's like, "Nah, we're not going to Target. We boycott Target." And I looked at her like, she was emphatic. She was like, "I ain't going in there." Like, what? All right. I was like, because I can't keep. I was like, "We're not boycotting Walmart." She was like, "Let me see. Did they do the DX?" She's like, "Nah, we can go to Walmart." I was like, "You sure?" She was like, "Yeah, go to Walmart."
I thought it was Walmart and Target.
I did too.
I don't know where I can shop anymore. I don't know. Well, I know I drove by the Target. I knew people get, all right, but yeah. So so man, good luck to Shedeur, man. I think he's gonna be all right. He already had money. He got a lot of NIL money. He comes from money. He gonna be all right. They know how to make money. So
right.
But I'm rooting for him. Hope he goes in there and balls out. You know, I ain't never cared about the Cleveland Browns before, but if he gets in there, I'll check him out preseason. I'll be rooting for him, and hopefully he can get in and do his thing, and then he can talk trash. And you know, I hope he don't get in there and start tap dancing. I hate when we start tap dancing.
What does that mean?
When they ask him a question, he just tiptoe around it instead of
okay. Not his performance, but in what he can. Okay.
Yeah. Now just end up not being himself, let them make him you know,
a part of the machine.
So go ahead and keep putting that watch up on him, show him that Rolex. I ain't mad at it.
Not the Rolex.
Telling people kiss my ass. That's why I'm a firm believer in telling people to kiss your black ass.
Absolutely.
I believe in that. So outside of Shedeur, you know, another thing that happened was, and you guys let me down. Y'all let me down. I kept messaging y'all.
What you mean?
Like, I ain't gonna lie. A little, but you know, it's all good. It's not a big deal, but you know, I was like, "What's up?"
I'm not going to see it.
Why are you not going to go see it?
I'm okay. I'm good.
I don't understand. Are you scared, or is it like a?
It doesn't sit well in my shanana. It just doesn't. Doesn't. Nothing makes me want to go see it. I'm just being honest with you. But go ahead.
It's a spiritual thing.
Right. It's a lot of things behind it. Yeah.
Okay. See,
did you know that this movie they spent per their saying that they spent a lot of time with a hoodoo priestess or whatever on site and learning different things, and I'm just like, why do we have to do all of that for a movie?
To make it authentic, but I'm good.
Authentic is more reason for me to stay.
Absolutely.
Okay.
But go ahead. We can talk about it. Come on, tell us.
Okay. I'd be curious about it. I like hearing people's reasons why they don't.
Well, first of all, I'm not that. I don't watch those type of movies. Period. Like,
okay. Yeah. So and that's why. So that's why when after I watched it, like it's its own type of movie. Like Ryan Coogler, dude, is fire because like when you watch it, your perception. I had different perception of it before. I saw the trailer like way back, and I was like, this shit look weird and crazy, and I was like, what is this? But then when you watch it, like it's not that. It's more of a period piece than anything because the scary or what you might perceive as scary is it happens way later in the movie. Most of the movie is like a period piece, and it's like more of a culture movie than like all of that. Like it really is. And then even when you see like the scary stuff in it, it's like so much symbolism. It's like you'd be like, oh shit, this it ain't even this is
symbolism.
them. It's like this is them. This ain't even okay. It's not. You don't get no like scary vibe. It's like I don't know. You got to see it. To
I mean,
really,
there's so many different renditions. So I know I've read that it represents the 7 deadly sins, like gluttony and pride and all this other stuff. I've read that people say that it shows that you have to invite evil in. You know, I've read things, but I just happen to won't.
Yeah, I mean, there's definitely it makes you think of us as a culture. Like I don't know. When I saw it and the invite, and it made me think about like like the crack epidemic, like the stuff that got let in, like a lot of evil we let into our life. We let things in. But then I'm not that religious guy, so I don't have those
right.
apprehensions, like, oh, this is devil stuff. I don't know. I'm not that dude, but I understand when people do. But it's really even then at the end, like I don't know, like so if you were like if you're like a person at the end, like when he's like the evil, like that's what he called on, and that's what it's like. It's different. It ain't like you.
He called on who or what?
Yeah, I was like, what he called on?
Oh, he started praying.
Oh,
Like Jesus. Yeah, and then then the evil ended up getting vanquished, but not the whole movie or nothing, but it was because well, y'all ain't got to
you could tell us. You ain't.
It's been a couple weeks now. Hell, it's about to be out of the movie theaters. You ain't seen it by now, then But yeah, so it was good, man. It was really good.
So Michael B. Jordan played the two characters, correct?
Yeah, so they're twins, Smoke and Stack.
Okay.
They call them the Smokestack twins. They were and so they were World War One veterans.
Okay.
And then when they left World War One, they moved to, like they followed history. They moved from Mississippi to Chicago and got involved with like the gangster lifestyle of Al Capone and them.
Okay.
And so they so while they were up there, I guess they robbed the mobsters and got a bunch of money and liquor.
But did they know they were monsters?
Who?
You said they robbed the monsters, right?
Mobsters.
Mobsters. Okay, go ahead.
They work for like Al Capone apparently or something.
I was
like
what monsters?
No, not monsters. So they robbed them up there. They bought the money and booze. This is during Prohibition. So and they went down and they opened up a juke joint for down in Mississippi, and so that's kind of the plot of it. Okay. And so
the
when they get, say what?
I said, and the rest is history.
Yeah, I like how accurate history is, though. Then like they got some Chinese characters. There's two Chinese characters. Mississippi. They brought the Chinese down to own. So they didn't want the black people to own stores, but the white people didn't want to sell to black people all day. So they brought them as a kind of in-between minority to work like the general stores. I was looking at a documentary on that. It was funny looking at all the Chinese people with these country Mississippi accents. And so is that history is in there. There's some Native American history in there. There's the Irish history of the Irish, and just it's dope. It's dope. It's a dope movie, and it's original. What I appreciated too was it's not a remake or some lame sequel. It's like an original thought, and the soundtrack is fire. Soundtrack is amazing. It's just I really enjoyed it. So but I know for some people they see like a vampire or something that like it's the devil or whatever. It makes them and the hoodoo.
No vampire.
Yeah, that's what I'm
like and the hoodoo wasn't like a huge part of it, but me, I don't. To me, it's just roots of there's West African religion that kind of, but some people it's the devil. I get it.
Well, so
go ahead. Go ahead. You got
it. Let me be clear. I don't. I do know personally and know historically that is a part of a lot of our roots, the hoodoo and all the other stuff. My concern is not that it's always the source. Does that make sense? I'm not saying that it's evil and blah blah blah, but it's the source. But before that, I really just don't watch movies like that. Like I don't even know how else to.
I feel because my wife, she never watched. She's like, I don't watch scary movies, and she went and she was like, that wasn't a scary. She was like, that wasn't a scary movie. Why they say it was a scary movie? I said, I don't know.
Because people are misusing the term. Again, this is not a scary movie. This is not a horror movie. It's a spiritual movie. And I don't mix my spirit with other spirits because my spirit already got stuff. Y'all can't see my shirt, but my shirt says, be kind because everybody got a story that you don't know. I don't mess around with other stuff because I don't need mixing of spirits. So that's it has nothing to do with it being or not being in this case
or whatever.
It has nothing to do with any of that. But there is reality in symbolism. There is reality in the spiritual component of it. And some movies I can watch. So for example, The Piano Lesson. I don't know if you or Mrs. Chocolate have watched that on Netflix yet. That was really good. But there is a spiritual component to it. But it didn't bother me because of the context in which it was. This movie, when Pearl and I went, we went to the movies, and when we saw the preview, instantly, and it didn't have anything to, again, it didn't have nothing to do with being scary. It had to do with the symbolism and the vibe that we got just from the preview. And we both said, woo. And I looked at her, she looked at me, and we said, we ain't gonna see that. And we said, hell no.
That's exactly
So it's for us, it's a different, and it's hard. Well, it's not hard. If you know, you know. And if you understand culture and elements of our culture, like truly, and I'm gonna say you, Mr. Chocolate, because you had said earlier, like you really don't feed into that side of things. But for some of us, it is truly, you know what I'm saying? Like for some of us, we do understand the power behind it, where you may be a little bit more dismissive. And for me, and I'm gonna say for Pearl too, that ain't what we gonna poke with.
Yeah, I feel that's why I say it's interesting hearing people thoughts about why they don't see it after seeing it. But shit, I ain't made that movie. I don't care. I ain't movie. Shit, don't see that shit. I'm good. But but
everybody that said it's good. Like to your point, like seriously, across the board.
It's an amazing movie. It's an amazing movie.
Do you feel like all the pieces that they put together make it very believable? Like, sometimes you watch a movie, you're like, come on. So do you think it was?
And it's based off of true
events,
that is actually based off of true events. Some stuff is fictionalized, but there's some truthfulness rooted in there, from my understanding.
I mean, most of the truthfulness, I think, is just how historically accurate things are in it.
No, like Stackhouse at the end of the movie, they showed you a picture of the real guy or something, from my understanding. Yeah, it's rooted in truth. Not like like historical truth, like the character. From my understanding, I ain't seen the movie, but somebody told me at the end they actually show. I guess this is one of the brothers or something.
It's based on a few different things. It's based on I forget the guy's name, but it's a legend that he sold his soul to the devil. To learn how to play the blues. It is based on, but it's not about that, but the character is kind of based on that. It is just, But cool flick. If you don't have any apprehension about, the spirit stuff, it's pretty good. If you do, then
Tyrone's like, go ahead, take your chance, go out there, see it, you'll enjoy it. If you don't want to, that's fine. No money lost out of Mr. Chocolate's pocket.
I went and saw it, and I was okay, but I also, went and blew people up and stuff. So It's different for me.
He said it's
But
different.
It's different.
my demons are different than other people's.
Right. Understood.
Listen, no judgment here. No
Absolutely.
judgment here.
Touche, my brother. Touche.
I definitely don't judge whatever people got going on. All right, but oh, and then I got hold on, let me. So I don't know. I don't know what you guys think about this. You know, y'all familiar with Shannon Sharpe?
Did you change the picture? Cause oh, there you go. Okay.
Yeah. So, all right. So, my man Shannon Sharpe, Shay. Why you call himself Shay too? I always wonder why. It's a club Shay. Sounds.
Did he start calling himself Shay after he wore that tight green outfit?
Not that, you know, I don't know. I never really played much into that when they start, because whenever people don't like brothers, first thing they do is call them gay.
Of
it's
course.
like,
yes, I agree.
It's like, oh, he's gay. It's like, what? Why? But no, but the outfit was a little suspect though. Let's not.
He had his little pouch thing.
Yeah, he had his little pouch. Yeah. But so Shannon Sharpe, right? So we had a little controversy, man. He got involved with this young lady. She was 19, okay, 19, and apparently he got a little overly aggressive, and there was some text messages and that came out talking about choking and being a big black man choke girl and stuff like that. And so controversy came about because he's 56, I think. He's something 56. Like she's 19. Now, I was talking to my wife. My wife we were like, as we do sometimes, we chat about stuff. And she was like, he's disgusting. It's disgusting. He's got a 19-year-old girl, and it was gross. I wasn't as offended. I don't know. If I'm 56, am I messing with a 19-year-old? Nah, probably not. If I was a single guy, probably not. But I mean, I don't know. Adults are adults, even if they're younger adults. And then I was at the gym, and one of the guys was like, "It's bullshit. It's a double standard. Stella got her groove. Why are they mad at him getting with the young girl? He can afford it. He's tricking, but he can afford it." So there's a couple of thoughts there. What do you guys think as women who aren't 19?
Oh man. I don't know if it's a double standard. There are comments about women who date younger men. Don't they have a whole thing like your auntie, your cougar? Hell, they call you a thundercat now after a certain age too.
Thundercat? I hear
yes,
cougar.
I read it the other day. I was like, oh, thundercat. Go on a mercy.
Well, I never hear people
Thundercat is the 60 plus crew.
Okay.
Oh damn, 60 plus.
Yeah, it's a plus.
Oh, that's that Madonna stuff. Now Madonna.
Yeah,
right.
Those are Thundercats.
What was that? No ice.
Thundercat. Yeah, it's a Thundercat.
I don't really see people calling like Thundercat. Oh,
yeah, this is like a Thundercat. Every time I see it, I see Lionel and his eyes grow.
Where do we come up with this stuff, man? Where do we come up with
these young people? Stuff? It's the young people, but go ahead.
Thundercats.
I don't. Maybe presentation is different. So I think because he's in the spotlight. And I think this is person specific more than older males that date younger women and things like that, because it's the sort of the culture that men date younger women. That's what it is. If you've watched any of our lady podcasts or our lady shows, the ladies often talk about men just playing the field, and then when they want to settle down, they look for like a pretty young thing to settle down, or from their experience. So I think some of it is more person specific, like they're like, oh, Shannon Sharpe, bro. 19 is a stretch. Not even gonna play with you. I just want to put my first part out. 19 is a stretch. Even myself, if I talk to someone 10 years younger, meaning not dating, just conversation, I'm kind of like, sometimes you're like, it's hit or miss with things that we have in common. But I also think with certain females, regardless of their age, it's just an easier hit. I'm trying not to be too fun. It's easier to get it. I mean, you got money, you're a big black man, she's probably throwing it, and you like, let me catch it real quick. And like I like to say, it's an easy split and spit type of situation. That's it. I think we're just thinking too deep about it. You do because you can sometimes.
Yeah, exactly. I know people kept going back to, and I didn't put it in here, but when Monique came on the show, she was telling people, kept saying you were warned to get you need to get somebody your age, and he, I quote, said, I want to date my age, I want to date my wage. So meaning because there's the thought, and this comes with like the whole, when people started going red pill wild and stuff, where people would say that men with money aren't supposed to date their age. They're supposed to date younger women, and it's just natural. It's not natural for them to date.
Is it to fit in with the look, you think, or the expectation?
Nah, well, the idea from what I gathered, just browsing through, I never became a disciple of that stuff. Although some of it makes sense, some of it's like everything else. Some things make sense, some things are absurd. But it's just that men want younger women. Like,
is it an arm piece thing? Is it
they feel like younger women are attractive, and if you get a younger woman and she hasn't been through enough, has maybe less mileage and less issues, and you can. It's easy.
It's an easier catch.
Yeah. Versus
or is it
versus somebody with as much problems.
I look at this whole situation differently than both of y'all.
Okay, go ahead.
It ain't, listen. First of all, many, many moons ago, once upon a lifetime, I remember being 20 and the guy was like 45. And I immediately was like, in my head, I'm sleeping with my daddy. This is nasty. I did it. But where I'm going with this is that maybe for him it was I conquered and I but in all actuality, because it really won't memorable, and it probably maybe and honestly, well, I ain't going into details, but it really it won't memorable for me at all. And that where I'm going with this is with this situation, like, you got to understand that you got to understand what, again, the motive is. So what I mean by that is, as a man of that age group, because technically speaking, he a cougar, about to be a
thundercat.
But it ain't about that. It really, and this is where I'm going with this. You got to understand the motive. Back in the day, you could do stuff like that, and it really not be a transactional situation. It was more of a I did that,
right? And like a Viagra for the ego.
You understand what I'm saying, right? These days, again, y'all got to understand, and if you are older, as we are, you got to understand the game, or don't get in the game. I think that for Mr. Sharpe, he don't know the game of these young folks no more. And he just found out. He just found out because there was, from my understanding, a lot of communication. I heard you kind of touch on this. Yeah, some communication that was going in between them two, and there's something about transactional financial transaction, and I'm like, bro, wait a minute. Okay, if that's the understanding, then that's the understanding. And again, and I think criminal minded. You got to understand, what is this person actually trying to get accomplished here? Because if we got an understanding, then we already got an understanding. Why are we still talking about it? And what we definitely don't do is talk about transactional things on this here right here.
Right.
That is not what we do. Without responding back, what are you talking about? So you got to learn how to plead the fifth. Again, I don't think my brother understand how to play this game. And he just got schooled.
Well, he was overconfident and thought that his money was above the game.
Baby, if you
no such thing.
Thank you. Because if you understand the game, and it don't matter what game you in, and I'll leave it there. If you understand the game, then you understand the game. Whether it's dealing with a female and financial transactions or other business affairs. Mm-hmm. You don't do that here. This is evidence. Mm-hmm. So all these conversations and questions and
when I saw that, I kept saying, why
would you do that? Show me a picture. If you don't want to, then show me a picture. Why do I need to show you a picture when you already know what we already talked about? This whole thing. And she played it very well. And she set his little ass up, bless his heart. And I promise you, he won't be messing with no more 19s and 20s. And I don't think he's going to mess with that persuasion again either. And I'm going to leave it right there.
I don't know. I don't know. Sometimes I get a feeling that he might. I don't know. I don't think Mrs. Sharpe is
And may I ask, is this the same female that the previous video was the clapping? Or is this a whole different situation? Nah. These are two different
That's why I'm saying. That's why I'm saying I don't think he learns very well.
Okay.
But I think he did. I think the first video was on purpose. Because
the girl is 19. The girl is 19 now?
Yeah.
So the one when he was like clapping and all the sounds, I think that was a result. They were calling him gay, and he was like, "Let me leak this real quick.
Let me leak it." Mm-hmm.
Then take a little heat off of that, So I don't know, man. I don't know. It's
be smart. All I tell you.
You gotta be smarter than that. But I don't know. I mean.
And she don't look like nothing. I don't mean no disrespect.
I'm literally looking at this picture like, what?
And I know somebody out there in the lovely web world probably say, well, Roy, you ain't really looking like nothing either. You're absolutely right. And especially today, because the boss lady is tired. But aside from that, you're absolutely right. And I don't even consider myself or think of myself as all of that. Okay, I'm cute or whatever. But to say that I'm fine and all that, no, me personally, I wouldn't categorize myself as that. So where I'm going with this is I'm not being the typical female, if you will, and just trying to shoot at this girl. That's not what I'm doing. But I'm just saying, for me, when I look at this young lady, I don't, sweetie.
Well, when you said she's not anything, I don't think I thought about it as her being ugly.
She's not ugly. She's average.
This looks like to me, this looks like,
and she looks like a child.
Junior prom, like
she looked like a child.
It looks like you borrowed your mama's shoes and you go into the junior prom. That, to me, I'm just being honest.
Correct.
It has nothing to do with being ugly or cute, none of that.
No, none of that.
And I'm like constantly looking back and forth between him and her in this picture, and I'm just like, it doesn't even look healthy.
What were you thinking?
Hey, thank God she's 19 and not 17 or 16.
Agreed.
Yeah. But I mean, the more I look at her, I don't know. It just, she's super average. But dudes get what they can get, man. I guess the opportunity came about, and that's how people be thinking. Men will get what they can get. A lot of times, it happens. It happens, So I don't know, man. He didn't get his groove back like Stella. Man, yeah, he lost.
So do you think that this is gonna get swept under? What do you think is gonna come of this? Because it's the current hype, right? So
American attention span, it'll go away. I wonder how it's going to affect his podcast. Curious
Not at all.
I thought he said he wanted to go back to the sports
journalism. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but I think he still gonna do his podcast though. Podcast making bread,
right?
Don't leave that. But not like right now in today's climate, you really don't lose for too much off anything now, unless you talk about the wrong group of people,
right?
So, other than that, anything goes. This is the new era now. And plus, I don't believe in getting canceled. You don't get canceled. You just find out who rocks with you. Anyway, so that's all canceled is. You just find out when people realize who you really are. You find out who. Oh, shoot, they rock with me.
Well, I just think nowadays we're learning loyalty is very scarce. That's what it is. Loyalty is scarce. Someone could love you today. Oh my God. And then the next minute, they're like, oh, no, not him. Yeah, so no one's solid. Yeah. So, but then again, ice is solid too, right? So
for a moment,
for a little while,
right? That's my point.
Today heat kick up, and then it starts melting away.
Right, which is I think what we're living in. Everyone is a block of ice till the heat is turned. Till the heat get.
So
hey, that's why I keep the circle small.
Right, and everybody doesn't have to like you.
Right.
I don't think people realize that either. Everybody doesn't have to like you.
So. Nah. Matter of fact, with me, if too many people like me like that, I start getting nervous. Like,
right,
right, man. Who's fake? Somebody really ain't it. It's it's what it is. But
wow,
and then everybody's worried about what's going on in the world and stuff. What do you guys like? What are you guys listening to deal with the stress of what's going on right now?
I don't really pay attention. First of all, music is my thing all day, every day. All types of music, but I try not to indulge in what's happening. It's so much.
But I'm saying, what kind of music are y'all? What are y'all listening to right now? Is anything that's popping?
Not popping.
That's it. Popping.
That's what I said. Not popping. I think I just listen to the stuff, like things that would be considered old school. It keeps me a little nostalgic, I guess, maybe. And I like it. It's good. I guess that's what old people used to do when we were younger too, right? I was listening to old music. Yes, absolutely. I'm listening to my old music like I'm wearing scrunchy socks. You know what I mean? Like, it just helps. But a variety of things, because I like R&B, I like rap, I like gospel, I like just a little bit of country, but maybe some pop. I just try to stay in that thing. I think that's my best way to explain it. So
yeah, I know. I've been discovering people just on the internet. I was like, man, that's some good new music out. I was listening to this what's the name? Sing Kirby Sing. It's like she's like fire. There's some dope singers out. And then I've been on like Southern Soul lately. I've been like I've been on a Southern Soul kick lately. I be rocking out because it reminds me of when I was growing up. I used to go out to the country and stay with my grandma and them, and they had like jukebox. and a
Right.
lot of stuff we played like Betty White,
Mm.
Clarence Carter, what joint Candyman,
Mm-hmm.
it was it's a lot of old school Southern soul. So I actually
Yeah,
listened to it, so it's not new to me. So when it's kind of resurging, it's like, oh, it's getting real big, like
it is. It's getting real popular.
yeah, like with the trail rides and stuff, because they do trail rides around here. We went to one a few years back before it was like all popular, and it's a good time, man. It's like a bunch of black people like in boots, chilling, having a good time. There ain't no craziness. The music isn't. Now when we talk about spirits, War Rain. Now I do believe in spirits, like in music, like the
Mhm.
movie. The movie don't bother me like that, but the music sometimes, because music is
Yeah.
melodic,
Yeah.
Right,
Right.
you know.
right.
So and going back to Sinners movie, the movie is about that, about how it talks
Music.
about
Mm-hmm.
that a little bit. That's a big part of the movie. But yeah, everybody's talking about like killing and selling stuff. It's just about they singing about just having a good time and
Right.
hell, boots on the ground.
Mm-hmm.
Went
I mean,
crazy.
music is the foundation of our culture.
Yeah, yeah.
I think the two things, no matter where you go in our culture, good or bad, there's food and there's music every
Hmm.
time. Every event, um, it is the foundation. It's how we get messages to each other. That's how we express to each other. That's how we express what we're feeling. Um, yeah, I think and I agree with you with the whole music thing and the spirit that's behind that too. But some people call it spirit, some people call it energy.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
yeah. Energy. Yeah, I definitely peep out people's energy. Some people's energy just it stinks when
yes,
they can.
absolutely. It's like a bad fart. It just like sneak up on you like pow pow pow.
Like, yo,
Not a bad part.
like,
Bad
yo,
fart,
what's up? What's up?
girl.
What's up? What's going on? Ugh. And I could just meet somebody sometimes and be like, yo, their energy is crazy.
Right,
And it's rarely wrong. You know what I'm
right.
saying? Well, what do you listen to, Dr. Roy Rain? I never. What are you listening to right now?
It depends on my mood. Um, so I tend to surf between similar to Pearl. I tend to surf between old school R&B, new school hip hop, old school hip hop. And again, just depending on my mood. So like when I'm cleaning the house, usually I have Alexa play nothing but New Edition. That's
Mm,
good. Like and she'll just run through everything. Love it, love it, love it. That's some good feeling music.
right.
Whether it's the slow stuff or the up tempo stuff, you know what I mean? Or Troop for y'all.
Mm. You
Oh,
went back.
shoot.
Oh my
Yeah,
gosh.
Oh,
like,
okay.
like
Yes.
yeah,
I be
like
I, Troop
go
is one
ahead.
of mine. I be playing Troop when I get in my R&B fix
Yeah,
mood.
man. Listen, there was some bad boys. So
Right.
Yeah.
like that's where I go. It just kind of depends on my mood. Like some now in the morning when I go to work here lately, I listen to Remy Ma.
You trying to prep yourself for
I
the
do. I be trying to get. I listen to either Remy Ma or I listen to Glorilla.
mm.
When I get off work, I will listen to some Nuck If You Buck
Right.
Oh,
because I get.
Tell us,
So
tell us about your environment without telling us about it.
so where I go is like like either I'm trying to get myself hyped to your point, or when I leave work, I'm trying to get the frustration out. So as I'm driving, I'm nucking and bucking, and I'm doing all this. So
mhm.
it really does. It just depends on my mental. And so like with Sirius XM, like when I'm traveling or if I just need to be in a woosah spot, I'll listen to it. And I'm not advertising for XM, but I listen to like Heart and Soul, where they play nothing but the mellow stuff. You know what I'm saying? Baby,
I used to
that's
have
my
serious, and
station.
then I got cheap.
I got to tell you how to keep the price right here, because that's all you got to do is just keep it right there, and they'll do it. But yeah, so again, it just kind of depends on my mental and how I wake up in the morning.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm the same way. Like when I'm going to school, going to work, I'll be playing like that mystical.
See?
I'll be playing like UG.
Yeah.
I was playing
UGK is what's up, though.
the other day I was playing that grinding the clips.
Yeah.
And I just had that thing. I was like, and it was, everybody was like, oh, what you on today? I was like, y'all already know. All right. But now when I'm leaving work, because when I leave, because it's a long day because I coach, I teach.
Yeah. So you need to decompress.
And so I gotta I gotta wind down. I gotta play something a little smoother. Sometimes I'll throw on some jazz. I'll throw on some Herbie Hancock or something. I gotta sit and quiet for a minute because all day it's chaos. Especially when I teach. I'm an active, so it's noise and chaos.
Right.
And I'm cussing people. I mean, fussing people out. So in case
I understand.
people, and so I got to sit down. Sometimes I get home and people be thinking, they be like, "Are you okay?" Like, no, I just gotta go in here.
Just have a quiet moment, right?
I gotta sit. I gotta sit because I ain't sat all day, and I gotta just get quiet and just let it settle down.
Exactly. I get you.
Yeah, but I like discovering new stuff. Sometimes it's cool discovering old music. I rediscovered. I was bumping like the other day at the gym, like the whole time working out. X Clan, like I was on a playlist and X Clan popped up, and I was like, oh, I used to love X Clan.
Yeah, I'm like, you went back.
That's the one thing about getting old. You can rediscover some old shit.
Oh, 100%.
Just be like, oh, this is fine. I remember this.
Realize how undervalued the artist was.
Absolutely. Because they truly fed your consciousness.
Yeah, it was. I was like, yo, this was Van Glorious.
Yes. But can I ask a question related to X Clan?
Yeah.
Why? And I'm assuming this is his trade. But why did he? What was the purpose of him saying "sissy"? What was that about? Like, where did this "sissy" part come from?
I don't know. We just all roll with it. I don't know.
Right, and ask no questions.
Right.
I gotta look that up.
Okay, please let me know what you find out when you do that.
You'll be waiting for it. Here it comes. That's when the song is going off.
Right. That's what we do at the end.
It's the end of the song now.
Yeah.
I was like, okay, yeah. But that it was that one, and then I was bumping Dead Prayers.
Oh.
And I was like, because I remember I used to bump Dead Prayers like nonstop, and forgot about it, and just going through like playlists and like, Dead Prayers, and I was like, I'll be going down rabbit holes, and I go back to the album. That's good. That's a good thing about the internet, You can go down these music rabbit holes.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's fire, man.
So you asked about music, but do you guys have any shows that you're binge watching or watching right now?
I get so busy I don't watch live TV. It takes me forever to watch a series or a movie for that matter. Right now, like I'll be on. Now I was watching Black Mirror. Mm-hmm. It popped up on Netflix, and I was watching the Black Mirror series. It's pretty good. I like those kind of shows. Now I watched the Marvel stuff. I watched Daredevil. I'm a Marvel guy. I like that kind of stuff and Star Wars stuff. I'm a nerds. I could do a show about comics and stuff like that. Breaking it down.
Any Tubi, Rain?
No, I haven't really been watching Tubi lately.
What?
No, I'm telling you, like I when you said like you just come home and you just need some quiet, like
Mhm.
for real, like I just shut down. Like I haven't really. Um,
Yeah.
but I will let you, because I know I remember serve me correctly. You like this show. May the 16th, I believe. May the 16th is when the Shy new season comes out. So the Shy is coming back and it's got some new
Oh, it's coming
characters.
back.
Yes, baby, the Shy's new season is
I
coming
gotta
back.
finish the last. See, I be so behind. I be forgetting, and I be having half watched seasons,
Oh, okay.
and
Well,
I be having to catch up.
just know that the Shy is coming back. I'm super excited about that because that's my other go-to show.
What happened at the end of the last season? Let me see if I finished it. I can't remember.
So, Lynn Whitfield, Iman got killed at the end of last season. Iman's character, I'm gonna mess his last name up. Sharpe.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember he got. He did get shot.
Yeah. So that's how last season ended.
Oh, so he died.
So, so this season, Felicia Rashad is going to be up there along with several other new characters
Oh,
are coming on. Oh yeah. Mama Huxtable is going to be up there. So, so that's going to be super
And
dope.
she gonna be. I like when she plays a bad guy. She plays a good bad guy.
And I think that we're going to see a little bit of her gangster come out on this one.
Yeah, when she
That's the
does
vibe
that,
that I'm getting.
Yeah, I love when she does that.
And like I said, I'm watching Power. I love Kanan. I think that's getting ready to end. Matter of fact, if it's not
see
this
that's
week, next
one.
week.
I watched all Power except for Raising. I missed it the first season too. Then I just said, well, I just missed it. I ain't gonna.
But honestly, Raising Kanan is one of the, next to the original Power, has been one of the best Power series, like for real. Because like we were just talking about the music, right? So Power Raising Kanan helps you go back to that period of time, to the 80s and 90s of when it's dope. It's dope. So
yeah, I'll catch it up, because when The Wire came out, I caught The Wire way after it was. I was way late on The Wire.
Gotcha.
But it was so good that I just binged it up real crazy. It's got to be really good. If it's average, I ain't gonna catch it.
And P Valley is coming back. P Valley.
Oh, I thought P Valley was what?
P Valley is coming back. It is coming back. I want to say 2020, like the summer of 2025. Don't hold me to that, but I think that's what I remember. So for those of us that like Chucalissa, Mississippi,
P Valley, man, P Valley is one of them shows I never thought I would watch or like, and then I watched that shit. I find myself was watching it, and I was like, and I'll be like saying, I can't believe I'm watching this shit. There'll be so many times I'm like, I can't believe I'm watching this shit. But
it's got a great. It has a great storyline. So yeah.
Be on the next episode, like, I'm still watching this shit. Yeah. I guess I like it.
So
yeah, that's what's up. Yeah. What are you watching? Black Pearl.
Herself in the mirror. The black mirror called herself.
Not in the. Oh my
watching herself.
She watches herself. She like Michael Jackson. She watches the man in the mirror.
I don't really watch television.
Yeah. I mean, if it wasn't for like the Fire Stick and all that stuff, and Netflix, I wouldn't watch. I don't only watch anything, but when
I'll do like even though I've finished. When Different World came out, I just binged on that, like that type of stuff. But I don't really.
Yeah.
She's lame.
I'm preserving my eyes.
Preserving her mental. That's what it is. I refuse to go down this hole with y'all. No.
Well, y'all be saving them spirit. I ain't mad at y'all.
But
I might should have saved my spirit.
I just think in general, and Doc, she makes fun of me a lot. I think I just have always, until like recently, been on the go. I'm out. I'm going. That I never really got into watch TV because I'm always outside the house doing stuff. And now that I'm in the house, I'm like, I should be turning this TV on, but you know.
Yeah. Well, so one thing I do have to big shout out to my wife. She had a birthday today.
Happy birthday! You should have started off with that.
Yeah. I was trying to decide whether, but yeah, big birthday. She went out of town, and so we'll supper today and then tomorrow another big shout out. My track team, the city championships at like 10.
Congratulations!
Like 10, 11 kids qualify for a city championship. So I'll be there. Hopefully they can,
bring home.
Definitely proud of them.
Yeah.
It's kind of hard to make it there, so they had a lot of kids make it, so that's cool.
You said 10 or 11 kids?
Yeah.
That is fantastic.
It's amazing. But so yeah, man. But
I guess we should have started off with all the wonderful good news stuff, right?
Yeah. Well, big happy birthday to her.
Happy birthday.
When she gets home, we'll just do something. Well, something she wants. What she wants.
Sir, the only thing you're gonna do at this time, never you mind. So
it's so
stupid. What?
She said you're not gonna do nothing at this time, but never you mind. Well, she'll be back tomorrow?
She'll be back Sunday. Because she's actually going to kayak she's going to the Suffolk area to kayak
okay. I thought you was like saying she was coming back tonight. That's why I was like, sir, the only thing you're gonna be doing at this time of the night we can't talk about
is playing some 90s R&B
and some Uno.
There'll be no slow R&B being played tonight.
No slow. Okay, no heart and soul. Okay.
I'm gonna go to bed and wake up and go to a track meet all day in the heat.
Gotcha.
Okay.
That's where I'll be.
Okay. But that's dope. I'm happy for her.
Yay! Well, I hope she really enjoys herself.
Yeah.
I'm sure she will. She loves kayaking. She'd be happy.
Really? Aw.
Yeah. Kayaking away. She got a little black people. She puts black people stickers on the kayak because it's a dedication to Harriet Tubman, I think, or something like that.
Oh, that's my girl, Harriet Tubman.
So yeah, it's gonna be dope. Yep. If I didn't have track, I'd be there. I'd be like, "Yay, you paddle, girl, get down there."
Did she go with Junior Chocolate? Tyler.
Nah, because she had something. Everybody had something going. She had the opportunity to go to Carowinds and.
Nice. Okay, so y'all are busy. That's nice.
Yeah, that's why I'll be watching TV like that. I'll be doing something. I'll be out and about.
But don't worry about it. I'll watch it for both of y'all.
Now I got old. Now when I get home, I want to go lay down somewhere.
Cool.
But yeah, so yes, we are back in effect, right? Hey, when are the ladies going back on? Is y'all be doing?
Well, I'm gonna put our show calendar back in rotation and see what happens.
Yeah,
so.
I'm gonna start crashing lady shows because sometimes y'all be talking about stuff, and I'll be like, "There's some stuff I want to talk about this too."
No one said you could not join, so stop playing.
You're welcome to crash.
Stop playing. Sometimes we do need another perspective, even though we all have different perspectives. Sometimes it's good to have different.
I'm gonna start crashing some of those.
Cause you're gonna come in and you be like, "No, that's bullshit." I could just y'all just making it difficult.
Right. Yes, sir.
But yeah, we got different things going on, so yeah. Always invited.
Absolutely.
So make sure if you're watching, hit the like button before you get out of here. Hit the like button for us and share it. All that good stuff. Help us grow. Please hit that like. It's all you do. You just be like, boop, and it's a like button. You just hit it, and then you can share it, and it's easy. Easy. You've been watching. You might as well hit the like button.
Yeah.
You have nothing to lose. Plenty of opportunities to gain.
People be watching. I ain't gonna touch that button. Hit that button. All right.
They be rebelling.
And go on YouTube and subscribe to the channel, The Experience 3. Right. Experience 3 on YouTube. Subscribe, hit the little bell. And when we go on, you'll know. You can come join the community and have a ball. You know what I'm saying?
You can be a guest.
You can be a guest.
Drop all of that. Comments, whatever.
Even if you're crazy, you can still be a guest. Come on, and whatever. We don't care. We love guests. We love guests. Make your comment. All right. Some people call. One person on the page don't keep commenting, insulting us, and I'm like, well, I'm so glad you keep watching so you can insult us. Love it.
Really? Where? On the YouTube page?
It's on there.
Oh, they're insulting us. Tell me. I want to know.
It's just internet stuff. What the F am I watching?
I don't know, but you're watching. Thank you.
I don't know, but I'm glad you watched it. Appreciate you. Yeah.
Oh, I want to go look. You'd have to tell me one of the episodes.
She said I want to go see.
So excited.
It's up there.
It's always good to have haters. Always good to have.
Oh man,
haters.
I get excited. I get a little excited when it happens.
Y'all look crazy.
I'm so serious.
All right, so we passed the hour, and we appreciate you guys. Remember, hit that like button, hit the share.
And if you're wondering what you're watching The Experience.
Yeah. So, as always, you've been part of the experience, where the experience is always good. We'll see you next time. Peace.
Bye, guys.
Happy